It's time to focus on FPL.
Welcome to FPL Focus, and this week we are looking at my second draft team. You know what it's like, you put players in and then you think, oh, what am I going without? You know, you think, but I'll miss out on Trent. But I miss out on Kane at the other end because the budget simply doesn't cover everything. Absolute nightmare, but we will get into it, guys. And this is my second draft. So before we do get into it, please do smash that subscribe button, hit the like button and bell notification for future videos. So first up, we have gone with Emiliano Martinez in goal. And obviously Aston Villa have favourable fixtures. Watford, Newcastle and Brentford from game week 1 up to game week 3. Potential for clean sheets there for Villa, absolutely. And Martinez, off the back of his brilliant Copa results, plenty of penalty saves for him for Argentina, and I expect him to carry on doing well. 5.5, can't argue. I think it's better than paying 6 mil for the likes of Edison. I think he will clock up a lot of points. And then I've obviously got on the bench Ben Foster. So he's a nice cheap 4.0 keeper. Probably won't play, but out of all the 4.0 keepers, he is the most likely to play. He's got Premier League experience. And then up next in the defence, I've gone for one of my favourite players from last season. It is Aaron Cresswell of West Ham. Newcastle up first, then Leicester, then Crystal Palace. Great player to have in the defence though, because he's on free kicks, corners, so there's potential there for not just clean sheets but attacking returns, which is what I love in my defenders. And speaking of attacking, I've gone with Godfrey of Everton in the defence as well. I do like his fixtures. Also, Everton got that great run to begin with. Southampton, Leeds and Brighton in the first 3. They do carry on to have good fixtures for the first 6 game weeks. And I did like the looks of Godfrey last season. I loved the way he got forward. I think he got about 2 assists last season. So I think he can build on that and just carry on being that attacking threat, and definitely a great way to cover the Everton defence. And then I've not gone for Trent. I have gone for Kieran Tierney. Opening fixture Brentford. I think that Tierney can get forward well and attack as he always does. One of Arsenal's key players, always down that left hand side, getting cross after cross in. And I feel like Arsenal are going to be more attacking this season. I feel like there's plenty of assists in there for Kieran to get. Now we move on to the midfield. Before we do, don't forget you can join the league. The league code is on the screen now. So make sure you do join, because we are giving away a trophy via FPL merch. So for the league winner, you will get a trophy. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. Come and compete. Come and take me on, guys, in the league. So into the midfield, we've got Phil Foden here. He is only 8 million in the game, which I think is a great price. I really do. I think that he's got bags of potential. He's shown it last season. I think that he will play more minutes this season, even if it is under the old Pep roulette. And I think there's plenty of goals to be had. Tottenham, his first fixture. Then they've got Norwich and Arsenal that can be leaky on defence. So I think that Foden can do it. I will be benching Tierney for that game, by the way. Don't worry about that. I do have a plan. So yeah, Foden is just going to replace David Silva officially now, and I think get a lot more minutes. Great young player to have. And then I'm taking a bit of a punt here, but I just expect this player, Jadon Sancho, to do well. I expect him to explode into FPL. I think he'll be absolutely fine in the Premier League. Great player for Dortmund. Showed what he could do when he played for England as well. And with Leeds, Southampton and Wolves in the first 3 fixtures, not too bad. Leeds will attack. I think that will leave Leeds open, and it will be the ideal game for Sancho to get on the score sheet there. And I feel like I don't want to be left behind. I think he allows a bit of budget as well because he's only priced at 9.5. I'm hoping he can cover Fernandes for this season. I really do. And then obviously next up we have Mohamed Salah. And he will probably be captain for me in game week 1. Mohamed Salah, I don't really have to go into too much detail about. He is like the FPL asset to have. You just have to have Mo Salah. Fantastic returns. 231 points last season. Priced at 12.5. Steep, but definitely worth it. You go without him, it can punish you. Nice budget option up next in Smith Rowe. At 5.5, you cannot really complain. Brentford, I will definitely play him against their fixtures. Do get tough, but after that, they do have a lovely run of green fixtures after that. So I will be bringing him back in for that. I'll bench him for them 2 tough games. And hopefully he adds more goals to his game this season. As I've said before, that's something that him and Mikel Arteta have been working on. And then up front, you know, I do feel like Cavani is going to have an absolute field day. Now, I know that Sancho in the Bundesliga, he drew a lot of players around him, and that always freed up Haaland, the striker, in acres of space to tap home. So I'd expect Sancho to do the same, draw all the defenders to him because he's such a good player. If they don't get more than one man on Sancho, then they're in trouble. So I feel like it will free up a lot of space. We'll have Fernandes in there as well, who will obviously create a lot for Cavani. I expect Cavani could be scoring a lot of goals this season. I don't want to miss out on that. I really do feel like Cavani can do that, guys. And another one, fixtures are not kind, but I've opted for him over DCL. I thought about it, and I just feel like Patrick Bamford's going to go on that mad point run, that scoring run again. Fixture's not too great, but I feel like Leeds can score against anyone. And if anyone does score, it's going to be Patrick Bamford. Man United first, then Everton, then Burnley. Not terrible because, like I said, the calibre of the player, I feel like he'll be looking to get into that England squad for the World Cup. So he's going to have to kick on this season and carry on that form. And then a nice budget option up next. It is the Brighton forward, Danny Welbeck. 6 million. Fixtures are obviously Burnley and Watford, then Everton, so not bad. Danny always puts in a right shift, and I feel like Brighton can provide him with plenty of chances. He's quite clinical on the counter-attack, so I'm hoping he can be a nice cheeky little differential then. Just keep the points going for the first few game weeks for me, tide me by. Then we'll have a look at my bench. Obviously, we've already got Foster there. I've got Luke Shaw in here. Obviously speaks for himself. Might be rested the first game of the season, but he's got Leeds, Southampton and Wolves in his first 3 fixtures, and we know his attacking ability of Luke Shaw is to get down that left side and cross. He was phenomenal for England. He had a really good Euro and he had a great Premier League season, so why not? Luke Shaw, fantastic player. And then Jack Harrison, one of my favourite players last season, 6 million, absolute bargain. Managed 160 points last season, and I'll be able to play with him in and out of my squad, so that will be brilliant for me. Flexible to bring into that midfield when I want to rotate. And then a nice budget defender for me, who I believe will get minutes at Leicester, is Wesley Fofana. He's just like Saliba, a great young player who will have lots of potential in that side. But do believe that he can do well for Leicester and hopefully chip in with some goals as well. Get forward and attack. But more importantly, just a nice budget defender to have. Guys, that about sums up my second draft. I do hope you have enjoyed this video. And guys, thank you for watching.